Hello, and we kind of have eye-popping news for you. Larry Fink, the master and CEO of Blackrock, the ancient organization that supposedly controls the Illuminati and rules the world, says that Bitcoin might reach an astounding $700,000 this cycle. Now, that's a lot of money for per Bitcoin. But he does have a precondition for Bitcoin to reach this height. And that precondition is asset managers have to allocate 3 to 5% of their assets to Bitcoin or Bitcoin investment products. Before recently, I thought that was impossible. Even with wealth funds and asset managers coming in, I didn't think they would allocate more than 1 to maybe 3% at the most to Bitcoin. But after all, cryptocurrency is a $1 trillion industry now, and I might have been selling that short. Some evidence came in this week as the state of Kansas said they want to allocate as much as 10% of their retirement funds to crypto. And Phantom Holdings wanted to actually buy $500,000 worth of crypto. Fathom Holdings, wanted to buy $500,000 in Bitcoin, but that's not the main thing. Fathom Holdings says it wants to dedicate up to 50% of its excess cash to purchase Bitcoin. So there are definitely some companies, and maybe even some big asset managers, that would actually want to allocate more than 3 to 5% of their proportion of cash or savings or treasuries to Bitcoin. I do think BlackRock and other fund managers have said, 1 to 5% of your assets in Bitcoin is okay. So there might be way more money slowly drifting into Bitcoin this cycle than we originally thought. Now, this is obviously a pretty big deal because Larry Fink said it, but I wouldn't take the news to the bank yet because we've had other famous figures say super high numbers during a cycle. You remember John McAfee said he would eat his literal dick if Bitcoin didn't reach $1 million by the end of 2020. It didn't, and he didn't eat his dick, obviously. Well, maybe he did. That's probably why he's dead right now because, logically, if you eat your dick, you'd probably die. So maybe he did, and that's why he's dead, and he just had that thing before where he said, if I die, someone else kill me. But maybe he did commit suicide in that weird way that we just that we were just talking about. But basically, Fink doesn't actually think that a mere 2 to 5% allocation to Bitcoin is really that high. And of course, he is contending that both asset managers and domestic investors are concerned about the potential weakening of domestic fiat via inflation. Now, the US dollar is doing very, very well against other currencies, but it still actually inflates, and asset managers are definitely aware of that. And Larry Fink is aware of that too. Bitcoin obviously has a fixed supply, and the distribution of Bitcoin is way, way better than other coins. Of course, I don't think Bitcoin really presents a threat to the US dollar, but if you want savings that are perhaps inflation proof, Bitcoin is the way. And Larry Fink kind of thinks that as well. So bit of good news. I don't think this will pump the markets all that much, but 2 to 5% allocation in Bitcoin for asset managers, maybe not as big as I once thought. Thank you. Have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video.